It's a pleasure to be here. Who's been to this before? Half of you. The rest of you are just a coach party from Finland who are wondering what the hell's going on. Do we have any Americans in the room? No, you're not, mate. There's lots of Americans live near me. I don't live in this country anymore. I moved to France a few years ago because it was the closest place to London I could afford to buy a house, to be perfectly honest with you. It's genuinely true. My wife's French, that's why we moved there. She wants me to learn French because she thinks communication is quite important in a marriage. It's a French thing, apparently. It seems to be the source of most of the problems, as far as I can make out. I've been there a few years. I've made very little effort with the language, which I know is rude and ignorant, but I've got a 7-year-old who's fluent, and I just take him everywhere I go with me, and he translates for me. It's fantastic. He's not even mine, to be perfectly honest with you. I found him over there. There's millions of them, if you ever go. Little language dwarves hanging around on street corners. It's very handy. Some of you have gone a bit quiet during that. Can I just point out that that is a joke, all right? I don't trawl continental Europe looking for linguistic toddlers. I'm aware there are rules against that kind of behaviour. He is my son, and he's refusing to come out and translate for me. I don't know why. I don't know whether his mum's been having a go at him or he's just so French he's gone on strike. I've no idea what he's playing at. The Americans are wonderfully enthusiastic, and we don't do enthusiasm. And I was saying this to my American friend, and she was like, no, I was in your country in 2012, you had your Olympic Games, you were all so enthusiastic. And you kind of go, no, we weren't. That wasn't enthusiasm we showed during the Olympics, that was surprise and relief. Halfway through the opening ceremony, the entire nation just went, do you know what, we might this up. Because we didn't really want it, do we? We're just like a bid, don't we? We'll have a bloody bid. We'll bid on that. Yes. We've won. Shit. This whole sporting legacy we're supposed to have from the Olympics is just nonsense, isn't it? Just because 90% of the population are wearing tracksuits doesn't mean they're actually fit. Just the only clothes they can do up, most of them, isn't it? Just some Jeremy Kyle uniform, that's all that is. And I love my athletics, and I love 2012 especially, because it was such a magical moment. And our best sprinter at the time was a bloke called Dwayne Chambers. You remember Dwayne Chambers? He was banned because he's an international drugs cheat. And they found this out after he came 5th in a race. How pathetically British is that? What was he on, Lemsip? Because the internet is, the world is there all the time. You don't need it coming any closer. And the internet's a wonderful thing. It's all helped in business, obviously, and it's helped personally as well. There'll be people in this room who met their partner on a dating website, which is a wonderful thing. There should be no stigma attached to that. I met my wife on a dating website. It was awkward, frankly. We'd been married 6 years, and neither of us should have been there. But I wouldn't want to be out there now. I wouldn't want to be dating. I don't think couples should go for a meal. Because my wife and I hate each other by dessert. Last meal we went out for, my wife and I, we were in Paris. We were going to see a concert, and we were in this restaurant, and the sun came through the window, just hit my wife, and she just looked gorgeous. And I just leant over, because she had a bit of fluff from her scarf on her cheek. And I just leant over, and that's when you realise it's not fluff. Oh, one of those long hairs you ladies occasionally miss. I am yanking away on this thing. I like Facebook. I can't get out of bed in the morning without seeing a motivational quote superimposed onto the face of a cat. I love all that. The worst thing about the internet is it's given some people a voice who, frankly, don't need a bloody voice. Did you ever go on TripAdvisor? What a rough estate TripAdvisor is. And it's so bizarre, TripAdvisor. You're at home going, I'm going to plan a nice romantic weekend away in Rome with my wife. Let's see what Martin in Falmouth has to say about the whole thing. Martin in Falmouth might be a cock. It's one of those things that the internet's constantly asking for your opinion, but you don't really want my opinion. I'm in my 40s. I've put diesel in a petrol car 4 times. You don't want my opinion. I faked my own suicide to avoid my niece's nativity play. You really do not want my opinion on anything. I spent an hour and a half waiting for my wife in the lingerie department at Marks and Spencer's, knowing full well she was next door in Superdrug. You really